In this video, we're going to look at Utility for Windows. Utility is basically a network utility program that essentially scans the network for SNMP cards and associated MAC addresses. So let's go and have a look how this works. I've already pre-installed Utility and it's in my task bar down the bottom here. So if I just left click, double click on him, or one click actually, Utility will launch, and as I said, it's a network utility program that searches for devices on the LAN and looks for their IP addresses. So in this particular case, I have two SNMP cards on my network with these two different IP addresses. So let's go and have a look at this one here. So if I double click on him, it will automatically open my default browser. In this case it's Chrome, Google Chrome, and essentially it will summarize the system information of the SNMP card associated with that IP address that was shown down here. So for instance, if you're looking at 192.168.042 with this serial number and this MAC address, well, that corresponds to this guy here. And if we look at this network status, you can see that it's the same MAC address. There it is there. All right. There's the IP address, and there it is there. Okay. So once Utility finds the IP address of the SNMP card, you just double click on it, and the browser will open up, and you can basically go and have a hunt through the server on the chip, which is on the SNMP card. Okay. So what can we do with it? Okay, back to system information. Well, this is telling me it's hardware version HDX801, so that tells me what kind of card I've got there and what kind of firmware I've got there, and essentially some critical information about the UPS that it's connected to. All right, so if we want to go and look at, that's in system status. If we go and look at basic information, it will tell me about the UPS. Essentially the firmware version in the UPS, in this case a 2 kVA UPS, and it will tell me basically the battery voltage, which in this case 72 volts, essentially 6 volts in the battery, 6 batteries in the battery string in series, and then we can go look at current status. All right, this is probably the most important menu when you're just checking your UPS. So you see input status, so you've got AC input to the UPS, it's 250 volts at the moment, at 50 Hertz. The output of the UPS is well regulated at 240 volts AC RMS, with essentially, well, no load connected, so zero output, or zero load. It's actually oscillating between 0 and 3%. And then you can go and look at your battery status, and the battery status will tell you the battery is normal, how much capacity, so it's 100% capacity, battery voltage is at 82 volts, and the time on batteries, well, because we're running on AC, it's basically, there's no time on batteries, but we have estimated time of 3 hours and 41 minutes. So we'll stop that and go back and have a look.